told the lady, I'm gonna let you live so you could tell what I did. Like, you know what I mean? That's when Black Girl Magic, what up? It's just the world we living in. So
Yeah,
self protection
because
is
that
in,
was what 2019, 2020.
yeah.
That
I
happened.
think it was 19. It's just one of those things that when we out here doing the good deed, we just still got to be on point and vigilant. I'm
No,
going to
you're
do
right.
a training session with some woman in my street ministry. Yeah, do that. Let me know. Let me know. You already know I'm trying to plan a trip to LA. I just got to have a class. Ty, what up? I just got to have a class in place so, to cover the travel and stuff like that. Even if it's not, what up, Reek? Even if it's not a big thing financially, then I'm going to win on from doing the class. If I could get my travel covered, flight, hotel, or Airbnb, whatever, I'm down to come do it just for that. The first Kirk, what up?
So what?
Come on, sis. You know I'm always ready. I do this full time. We just got to put something on the calendar and push it. YouTube, what up, man?
So what? So you talking about relationships?
Yeah, man. I got you, sis. So yeah, man, we're relationships, right? Because so often when we have these breakups, makeups, you know, switch ups, dip ups, whatever.
Yep.
It's like sometimes people often try and damn, this light is messing up this camera. People often try and say sometimes people are running away from commitment, right? Some
Mm-hmm.
people might not have. Some people run away from commitment, but then it's one of the things like, are you really giving up, or have you exhausted all possibilities in that relationship, especially if you're married, before you choose to leave? And I think that's sometimes lines get blurred because people say, well, I tried to tell her. Did you? Because a lot of times
Well,
people don't have discussions.
no, they don't.
They just lay what they want. Like, nah, you can't do, you need to. Hmm? And then the one thing they did, I will say this: some people, and some people might think it's cheesy, but you need to have your relationship more faith based,
No,
and
yeah, you're right.
bring the Lord into the relationship, bring the Lord in it, because you want it to be blessed. You ain't got no God in there. How you gonna be blessed?
So you gotta look at it too. The generation is way different now. You know what I mean?
We
So
need to see.
like,
Look, I had to bring Lou on 762. Big Lou on here. We needed some beauty on the. We need some beauty
what
on the
up?
podcast.
Hi, President. What's up? How so you? I'm doing okay. How you doing? I'm doing good. So
What up,
when it comes to
YouTube?
relationships, right? You got to look at the generation.
YouTube, we're talking
Like we've all
relationships.
seen this whole
Have
red pill,
you
beta,
really
alpha
tried, or
stuff,
are
right?
you just giving up because it's
Yeah.
easy? I
And
want y'all
everything.
to chime in.
Brian, you think muted, bro?
Voice off. What?
Oh, we lost volume
I
on
was
mine.
muted because I was talking to the people on YouTube. So,
Ah.
and you were talking. So I ain't want to,
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. So what I was saying was that like you got to look at the generation, right? Like we've all seen how social media does the whole red pill, alpha male, beta male, like you know what I'm talking about? Like it seems like now with our generation of us going through, including our parents' generation, right? Everybody trying to be in the hot girl era now, right? Also, they're some of them are doing it for the wrong reasons, some are doing it for the right reasons. But it's like the whole stigma, or not say the stigma, but you just gotta find who was there for you, if that makes sense.
100%. 100%. You definitely got to find somebody. So I think when it comes to that, right? Like when you
Yep.
find, and I think as men, because we mature later in life. So in relationships, men, we don't. The things we value when we young. What's up with? What up, T?
Don't mind me. I'm just connecting
Jokai,
my.
what up? So as men, we value the wrong things a lot of times when we're young. Now you have some people. I think Kyle is in here. I think Kyle married his high school sweetheart, and me and Sully tell him to this day, your relationship ain't realistic.
Why is that?
Remember how Kevin Hart was talking about it, like y'all just too happy. Like I hate y'all. Y'all just so happy.
Who did
but
that?
um, but I think you just had to be real about what you want. Like one of the things, like how people don't like having the discussion of what you bring to the table. One of the women I know, she hates that. Why do you want to know what I bring to the table? Why don't you just hang out and see? How long
Because I'd
may it
rather
take me to
I'd rather
find out what you bring to the table? It could take 2 years. And if what you bring to the table is not what I wanted or what I expected, now I've just lost 24 months of my life. And this
yeah.
is what I think people need to understand when it comes to relationships is really understand you, because you need to understand you and what you're looking for and what you bring to the table. What can I help you with, son?
Hey, Sunshine.
What's up? Who that is?
It's Miss Lou.
Miss Lou? Oh, that's the girl with the
Yeah.
daughter. Hey. Stop.
Hey.
Hey, bro, just shooting his
Hey.
shot. Bro, just shooting his shot.
Hey, you can't. Hey, I got something to say about this whole bring to the table. Hey, Sunshine.
What's up?
I got something to say about this whole bring to the table thing. So, this is how I feel about it. Okay. When grandma, who raised a lot of these girls, grandpa wasn't asking what you bring to the table because it wasn't, what you bring to the table, because women are natural producers.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the man produces for that woman, whatever tone that you set for the relationship, that's what the woman is going to give you. You feel me?
Exactly.
So in the generation before us, grandmother, it was no what do you bring to the table, because the man was the provider. You feel me? So
Yep.
what a woman had to bring to the table, that's just like, I used to be Muslim, right? Or I was raised Muslim. So what we was taught in the Quran is, the saying is, a man cannot get to his nation without his woman. You cannot get what God has for you if you don't have that woman beside you to be great. Because best believe, if you have a woman that's actually there for you, no matter what's going on, she's gonna be your backup, your backbone, and whatever that you're providing to bring to the table, she's
Mm-hmm.
gonna lay that out and multiply that for you. You feel me? So that whole bring to the table type thing, that's some new generation shit.
No,
Oh, it is.
100%. But see,
It is.
I'm glad you said that too, Lou, because
I mean, but I understand what you're saying,
no,
because the
it's
time is
definitely the
different.
generations matter. It really does
Yeah,
matter.
the time is different, because it's like, now you kind of need like two incomes to survive in this, society. But for real, if you got a good woman, like, let's just say, for instance, Gucci Mane went to jail. He gave his last 2 million to Keisha Kaur. When he came home from jail, she tripled that shit and gave him what, 6-7 million. So if you have the right woman, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna multiply, and she's gonna do exactly
Mm-hmm.
what her man did for her,
Mm-hmm.
which is make him greater. You know what I'm saying? So it is a generational thing.
But
Exactly. And
but now it's like
Jaquel, we're talking about relationships. And hold on, real quick, Brand, before I forget. The generation things matter, right? Because back in the day, you got to realize that, and this is the thing too, where back in the day, the morals of marriage and things like that were different, because you
Yeah.
could get married and that those vows meant something. Now, of course, our great grandparents and stuff, they was getting married at like 17, 18. and they would be together for 40, 50 years. Now, does that mean that was a great 40 or 50 years? Absolutely not. But
Hell
they
no. They
stuck it out.
grandma dealt with that shit because she was barefoot and pregnant in the house. She
Um,
didn't have no money.
she ain't had no choice. Yeah, right, because she didn't have no money. So,
Let's be for real. His
yeah,
grandpa was a Rolling Stone, and come on, this man had outside churn, on the outside with whomever. You feel me?
yeah. Oh,
And
lucky,
then when
lucky
grandpa
lefty,
got
what
too
up?
old, when granddaddy got too old, you know what I'm saying? He had to sit his ass at home with grandma. Now your ass gotta sit here because you old.
Mm-hmm. But you know another thing too. So I think as the times progress, right,
Mm-hmm.
and as inflation increased, it is like for you to live like outside of sometimes with being entrepreneurs and having businesses that are thriving. A lot of jobs, everything is going up, everything is getting higher, but the wages aren't always matching that.
No, it's
So
not.
so that becomes a
No.
problem, right?
Yeah.
And so
Hold on. I'm
then
sorry. I'm sorry. It's a good thing you said that because I saw a video saying that it said why the job description keeps changing but the salary isn't changing. Like they added
exactly.
They added more duties.
And
added
then
more, but I'm
Yeah.
getting paid for it or same or less paid for it for the
yeah.
added duties.
And
I'm
and,
sorry.
and no, that was good because think about this. They'll tell you, okay, you need this went up, this went up, this went up. Now minimum wage is $15 an hour. $15 an hour would have been cool 5 years ago. Now minimum wage being 15, you still could be minimum wage and with overtime and still barely rubbing pennies together after you get paid and pay bills.
Damn, that mean I gotta work for a full hour.
So it's
Now,
like
I'll be in there.
you got to have a job and you got to have a hustle, right? But just not even that. So I think the reason that things are one reason I think relationships aren't lasting is because people aren't real with themselves, but not even just being real with themselves. They're not real with what they project to people. Like, and I'm gonna say this from a man's perspective, right? For
yeah.
all my guys out there, you can't go out there wanting a hot girl, right? And you go into the club looking for a hot girl, and all you doing is buying bottles and you throwing money at her. And then later you be like, every time I see you, why you asking me for money? Cause that's the tone you set, my boy. That was the tone. You wasn't building values. You wasn't saying, can we get together and pray? What church you go to? What mosque you go to if you Muslim? You wasn't saying that. You was living a hot boy lifestyle and you wanted a hot girl and you got one.
So I'm gonna say this too, right? Now, added on to that, it's also what social media is putting out as well.
I was going there. You see,
Like
we you know.
so social media is the biggest part of why things are, or should I say, this is this because somebody say so type of thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, so my thing is this, right? Like, you talking big, like you talking this, trying to get this thing going now, right? But I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school with you. You wasn't crap. Now all of a sudden you got a platform, you popping now, and all of a sudden you think that you're some type of guru in regards to like how life should be, how finances should be, how you should be treating people, or be like I'm the table type of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, how you talking this, but your lifestyle don't match what you're talking about.
Exactly. And
Because
see,
now,
but you know
because
what
now,
it is? People
I don't know.
social media is definitely the reason a lot of relationships don't make it because what people see on social media is not realistic. And I say
No,
for some people it is realistic, right? But it's very few and far between because you look on social media and be like, "Oh yeah, you feeling bad because you ain't got no G wagon, you ain't got no Lambo." That's cool. And I say, and when people are valuing these things, right? I
yeah,
always tell people maybe you need to reevaluate who you looking at, right? Because even with Sun, like everybody wanted to be LeBron, right? Everybody wanted to be Jordan. You know what I was thinking about? You know what I was thinking about though?
what fat kicks and Swiss rolls?
No. Everybody wanted to be Jordan and LeBron, right? LeBron
Yeah.
making like 50 million a year, right?
Yeah.
That's dope. But I wanted to be the guy that's writing his checks. Cause if I'm giving you 50 million, what am I getting? What do I got?
Right.
And that's where
Right.
people aren't thinking the for the full you see LeBron. You might not even know the man name whose name is on that check that signed that he cashed.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but it's that social media window. I remember years ago before my platform was growing, right? And I was just starting to do
Yes,
social
go
media. I probably had me like 1,200 followers. And this girl had posted something for me about my training. And it got a little bit of traction. I probably got like cause her page was up there. She probably had like 30,000. No, yeah, she had like 30,000 followers at the time. She was really attractive. Um, and then I was like, I was saying something one day, and then she was like, "Yeah, you lucky I posted you because I'm popping." I said, "Excuse me?"
Like,
She
who is
said,
you?
"She said, nah." And she's like, "You cool?" And I posted. I said, "Look, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm dope in real life. I don't care." And she's like, "Nah, you lucky I posted." I was like, "I'm not. I don't care. You can take that joint down." She's like, "Yeah, because you probably already done had some buzz." I said, "No, listen, let me explain something to you, and people don't understand." I said, "You're dope on social media. I'm dope in real life." I said,
There's a
"Off of
difference.
social media, I run a training company and I work for me. I get security contracts and I work for me. On social media, you a baddie. But in real life, I could catch you a Wawa making my hoagies. So let's
Fact.
talk about it. You're not talking heavy. You got a boss. So don't let social media get you pumped up because all of these dudes in your DMs and you getting these DMs. And I'll be honest with you. Half of y'all thirst traps on here, y'all loving these girls. Listen, I got my boy. I ain't gonna put him out there, but he know who he is. He's an exterminator going to spray her house. Her bed is sitting on crates and her house is disgusting. That's why she don't invite you over. Cause she's a dirt ball for real. On social media, she might be popping. You'd be surprised. Some of the stories and some of the things I've seen from some of these baddies' houses. If you knew
Man,
what a house looked like, you probably wouldn't want to know more. You probably be no baby girl. Put all them clothes in the trash bag in the door. Don't step on my carpet yet. I don't know what you got going on at your house, but I don't want to hear. It's cool. I got you
everything.
some pajamas in the bathrobe right here. You're good. Get cozy. Because you're not wearing them clothes in here.
No, because like everything is gonna be fake, regardless. And
Hmm.
how they try to fix it,
So one
we
thing
ain't gonna
about my
fix it
hair,
because there's gonna be
like,
somebody that's gonna find a way to try to
nah,
manipulate
cause I was just
how.
looking in the
Like,
mirror at it. What you think about
so
like,
regardless, so social media is gonna keep doing social media thing.
I don't know. No, social media is definitely going to keep doing it. But this is the thing. People got to be realistic. And that's the
They
thing. Yeah,
they get
exactly. With House So Dirty. Sully, screw you, because I could definitely shoot left-handed. Um, but yeah, you got to look at that tone. Like people be so caught up on a fake flex a lot of times. There's so many people out there saying, yeah, man, I got this, da 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 da. And let's be real, right? If we're gonna talk that fake flex, look at Bill Gates. Now I say look at Bill Gates because everybody know what his money like, right?
yeah.
His wardrobe is basic.
I mean, yes, but guess what though? He thinks that he's some doctor trying to give shots and think that he knows how to run the world, like on the medical side. So how does the guy that created Google all of a sudden some doctor that can give shots to every
Nah,
country kid and whatnot?
nah.
Especially
I'm saying that's just crazy. But what I'm saying is, the people that really got it, and it's the crazy thing. People that say, "Oh yeah, he got it." Man, the people that really out here getting it, you don't even know unless you do your research. I know somebody that that had a G wagon. You never seen it because they barely drove it. They had a Hellcat Durango. You never seen it because they barely drove it. They was like, "Damn, I'm about to go buy this apartment building." And I said, "Word." They said, "Yeah, I was about to go get this line of credit, but nope, I'm about to sell the Hellcat and the G wagon and go buy this apartment building." gutted and turned it into luxury condos. That joint gonna make me like 40 bands a month.
Yeah, it's
That's
like it's
and look,
Have
if you
Sully,
look at the
have
person,
Sully on here.
if you
Have
look
Sully on here.
on a regular deck, Sully get the hoodie. I don't know, he don't always come on. Charles, what up? What up, Christy? And it's the thing, a lot of the people that are really getting it, they not flashy. They be basic.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's some people that do put they out here in the Lamborghini and they do got it. And it is theirs. And a lot of times what people don't understand is you see this lifestyle, but you don't understand that a lot of these people put themselves in position. They took and worked hard and dumped all of their money into assets like real estate, apartment buildings. So now when you see them in this Lamborghini, it's because they own 20 apartment buildings. Them
Yeah,
when people pay their rent, that's
makes sense.
paying this Lambo.
Yeah, yeah,
You
so that's how some folks in the military, like when they get out, that like they'll just buy property, whether it be loans or whatnot, they'll buy property just so they can get extra income back off of that.
exactly. Sully, where you at, bro? But and this is the thing. People, y'all look at these Instagram relationships and all of that and these YouTube and TikTok relationships, it'd be crazy. Cause a lot of these people only happy while they on the phone.
No, you're right.
Soon
Hey,
as
look,
soon as
we
they
got a question.
what happened?
It says, how often should a couple go on dates to keep it healthy? And
Ooh.
every date you don't have to spend money.
I mean, like okay, so I'm gonna answer that question, right? So you don't have to like for the whole dating thing, like try to get it to fit between like in your schedule. Like if y'all constantly busy, like try to make time for it, and then
Mm-hmm.
from there. Right? So like everything don't have to be spent on money. Like you can go get some ice cream or something, or go to the park or something, or just something simple. You know what I mean? Everything or every date doesn't have to involve money. Just enjoy the time with each other. Like no phones, no taking take pictures of each other, yes, but you don't gotta post it. You know what I mean? Like just keep it between y'all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So everything don't gotta be posted on social media, right?
Yeah. And you know what's crazy though? Now, one of the things that I find interesting when it comes to relationships, right, is like y'all were just saying, it doesn't have to be like how often should you go on dates. I think that is something y'all always need to do to keep it fresh because you have life, you have kids, you have work, you have
Yeah,
businesses. So like one of the things when I was in a relationship, because a lot of times I was traveling for business, right? So if I had to travel and I'm going for a week, when I come back, we gotta have a date night. It's mandatory.
yeah,
If I come back, we have a date night. If I gotta go away for business for this week, when I get back, we going on date night.
yeah,
Because
yeah. Because that's your time to reconnect, rekindle, and just
exactly.
unwind from life and just enjoy each other's company. Like, but the thing about it is that nobody wants to do that now because
Oh, look at Cock
everybody,
Firearms to go out every week.
Now
hey,
that's for everybody. That might not be financially feasible, but if you could do it, that's dope.
If you do it creatively,
Yeah. Now, like how Sully said, car dates. You'll be surprised.
car
Y'all could
dates,
go to
yeah.
y'all could go check out some things in the city. Y'all could go. You ain't gotta. It ain't gotta be nothing crazy. Let me see what's going on.
Red Fox.
I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. Hey, I go. Hold up.
Ooh,
Oh,
materialistic
ready?
values. Oh yeah,
Ross,
So
yeah.
just to prove the whole date night point that you could do that anywhere,
my ex takes away.
Hey, Jess.
we at the gym.
Gym day. You can do a gym day. You can
Hey,
So
that's
you can have a
right.
date anywhere. We have dates everywhere. We go out on a date literally every Friday. If you follow my Instagram, my TikTok, you'll see me and her are everywhere.
That's good.
Everywhere. And you listen, it like brother said a minute ago, he said, it's not about dollar amounts and this, that, and the other. I mean, bro, sometimes
Creativity.
we just go out to freaking
Dates
spot
matter.
dive, bro.
But you gotta
Oh,
make it
that's
worthwhile.
right.
My folks on
Is
YouTube, it
that
gotta be
Jack on her?
worthwhile.
Is that Jack on her TV in the background? Who is that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wanted
you
a wall
supposed to
like
be on
that.
the Train to
No,
Fight channel, but it's okay. It's
no,
okay.
I thought Jack was gonna show his wall and I wanted
Oh,
his wall. I wanted his wall to be up
oh, you was
behind me.
gonna pause it?
Oh,
Yeah, I was
she
gonna
was going to
pause
borrow his
it.
wall.
I was waiting for the wall to come up so y'all be like, "Damn, she got that new."
Hey,
Oh,
Christy, I listen.
yes,
It's not just
Christy.
relationship goals, okay? It's 20 years of hard work. I will say we've been here a long time and
J
grinding and
Major,
fighting
what's
and doing
up?
the damn thing.
Nah,
That
So
gives
Christy.
me hope.
Christy, this is the one thing I will say though, right? Um, no, Kyle, do you mind me divulging something I seen from you when we was on some of these trips?
sure,
Okay. So one of the things that I noticed with Kyle, right? Regardless that if we had full days that were crazy, before the day got hectic, he would call Jess. They would talk real quick in the morning.
yep.
Um, and this me and Sully still say it ain't realistic. It was just like, oh my god, I miss my barista, and I'm like, now he making fresh coffee, he crushing beans
I
in the
make fresh
kitchen.
coffee, fresh
Like, what is he
breakfast,
doing?
everything. I rub feet. I do all of the above, bro.
Not
You know
roast.
what? But she reciprocates. She do the same thing.
Okay, let me hey, like see that's all that matters. Like match the
Exactly.
energy.
It's
Yeah.
Match the energy.
exactly,
And
but
and and I'm. It's called making time, bro. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm in Vegas. I'm here. I'm with you all over the place. I stop real quick every morning. I call my wife. I talk to my kids. I talk to my wife,
let me
and then after I'm done with that, I get
snitching
the
moment.
business. Huh?
Snitching moment.
Yeah. And then just a
His
moment.
his wife was on the phone, and we found out that he gave us second class dinner. But
Oh my
continue,
God.
Kyle.
Second class.
You out here snitching, snitching.
He cheated. He,
Nah,
no, no, no.
but at the
Brandon,
end
what
of
I'm
the day,
saying is he
bro,
treated us like
it's
we.
about it's about teamwork. That's all it really is. I make time. There's
Nah,
nobody in
facts.
this world, nobody in this world more important to me than her. After that comes my kids. After that comes family, like moms, dads, all of that. But you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like at the end of the day, bro, that's my people. The rest of the people is on their own, bro. The rest of the
Yeah,
world on their own. Like you, Byron, you the homie, bro.
yeah,
I'm getting her, the kids, and then you out.
yeah. Facts. And I mean
Yeah.
that's what's to be expected though. But I think, like you said, the important part of that is making time, because this is one of the things, right? Like people, when me and somebody was having this conversation, I was like, so when you go into the relationship, what you think? He's like, nah, man, we both giving our 50-50. I said, oh, wait, you fucked up
No, it's
already.
100, 100.
And he said, what you mean? I said, how y'all gonna make it work if y'all both have ass in it?
Yep.
Right.
I
It's
said, but if
50-50
y'all
is
both
bullshit.
going
It's
100,
everybody got to get
100,
100, 100.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then,
So
Hey, but I'm gonna get back because I'm about to hit the cycle where I gotta run. So I'm on my walk cycle and I'm about to hit the run cycle because my program I see it. I got like 30 seconds and then it gonna amp up to like 7 miles and I gotta book it. So what I'm gonna say is
because if
two
you
things.
fall, this live is getting saved, and I will go
Oh
back and
no, you
screen
good. I
record.
don't. Hey, I'm gonna say this for Red One. I be on the treadmill every day, baby. I run all the time. 7 miles, no problem.
Did you call him Little Legs?
I call them short stacks. I call them short stacks. Yeah, when you go to IHOP and you get the kids menu, it comes with 2 pancakes, short stack.
Oh shit, short stack.
Hey, but no, but what I will say is this: two things. One, it takes 100 effort on both parties. Second thing, make sure you get your tickets to 2A Summerfest. I'm staying it for him. Third thing we're gonna say is the long sleeve shirts are in. They dropped today. I'm wearing them at the gym to test it out. The long
It's
sleeve
getting
Lafayette
warm.
shirts are in.
Chestnut. Hey, Sully said red is faster than you. All right.
Not in a million, gazillion, trillion, billion. Listen, bro, unless I broke one of my legs, there ain't no way. I see you guys on the next one, bro. I love you, bro.
No, that's mine.
Hey, Major said you should let him go ham on the 2A Fest marketing and flyers.
That's mine. What are
He
you
should
doing?
absolutely do that, please.
No,
Please
I
do
said
that.
this is mine. That's why I was touching it. Yeah, J Major, get with me, bro.
Y'all see?
DM me your number, bro, or I had Jack connect us.
On the 95 inch, we have J Major. What's up? Alabama in this month.
But yeah, I no, Christy, I do think. All right, so Christy, is there a such thing as being too busy to
Right.
communicate? So it
No.
depends on what you do to a degree, but it's all about the communication and understanding. Because if you know you have certain spots where you know you could get overwhelmed, maybe if you communicate that you're going to be in this busy space and you know, like, oh, I got to get up at this time. So maybe you might wake up to a good morning, beautiful text because he knows you're going to get busy. But it's those little things that just responding to that text for your day get real hectic. Hey, FaceTime in the shower or a phone call while you got to wash up. Jump on a call real quick while you in those minutes of downtime where y'all can communicate. So I feel you can squeeze time in. You just had to make the effort. And I think the problem is people get the feeling themselves and don't put the same effort in. It's like, damn, I ran 20 miles to get you. Now I don't want to run 2 miles to keep you.
Exactly.
And it got to make sense. Like you could be super creative where everything ain't gonna cost you money, but you gotta have some effort.
Most of the time with women, I know with me, um, just because I do everything for myself and, you know, make my own money, it's the small shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, if you wash my car or check them tires, what?
So question though. Okay, so now this is gonna ruffle some feathers real quick. I just want to get
That's
y'all
ruffle.
opinion. I was gonna get y'all opinion on this real quick.
Let's
So
put
now,
them feathers up.
so if you've been doing it already, why would you want a man to? Well, let me rephrase that. The things you're doing right now before you get into a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want a man to take over if you've been doing it already by yourself?
Why not? It'll lift a ton of 1,000 chains off my neck.
I mean, but y'all, not you, but like women themselves talking something like, I'm independent, right?
Well, that's ungrateful women. And I'll tell you that about that independent shit. And you'll be by yourself. You'll be by yourself. Because let me tell you something.
Only
Honey,
one man is
bought this big ass
independent.
house. Let me tell you, bought this big ass house. I was dating this boy. The grass is high. Can you cut this grass? That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? I want simple shit. I can buy everything else for myself. You wash that car, cut that grass. Boy didn't even want to cut the grass. He
Listen. You
like,
got.
oh, you make money, you can pay somebody to cut. It's the small things.
Hold on, Byron. I got one. Hold on. Okay, now, so for that, right? So it could be a few things. One, he probably never had a dad at home. Two, he's probably never taught that.
Yes, he was the mom's boy.
See, like he was never, he was never.
Ass. It's like I'm arguing with his mama, but you a boy, and men don't understand that. That's another thing. Like some men, not all of them, but when they were raised by their mom, they give off this sissy man, you know.
Yeah, so that's how a lot of sons that are raised by moms, they never got to experience like the father, like having a father in the like around the house or do man things around the house. So that's how I was saying. Like, if your thing is, like, hey, can you cut the grass for me or whatever? He probably never knew how to use a lawnmower. He probably even know like how to even operate the damn thing. And third, he never probably had a father at home to show him how to do it.
Hello, son Josh. What's up?
So
And that's the thing. That's the thing with me. I compromise
Listen.
finances to get like that masculinity, just so that I can drop some of that off of me. Cause one thing, see, I had a dad in my life. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
my dad always taught me like, don't take out the trash. And if he can't pump your gas, like prime example, my daddy, he from Georgia, so I go back home and on Sundays he would take me and my mama car, fill our cars up with gas, all the girls. He was like, if you got a man, you shouldn't be at night. You definitely shouldn't be at no gas station,
Yeah,
and
I'll
you
be
definitely
damn.
shouldn't be taking no trash out. So I got this thing about the gas station, you know, like, cause my
Not to
daddy
mention
taught
that's
me
when a
what.
lot of people get attacked, violated, abducted.
Yeah,
abducted.
yeah.
Like, have you ever
Now,
seen those things
But
on?
he didn't try. No,
no,
he
this
didn't
this the
try.
thing too. You got
Why?
see, and this is the
That's
thing.
why.
This where
Feel
like
me?
you see what Lou was saying. That's easy. Cause first off, fellas, look, you better get and look. I got allergies. I'd have popped me a Benadryl. I'd have been out there with that. I'd have been cutting that grass down with my hoochie daddy shorts on. And I'd
Yeah.
have came in here like, dang, girl, that grass. You be like, oh, that grass look good, baby. I know, but my back hurting a little bit. Give me a little rub down after this shower.
Lou, you got a blicky
Lou got a blicky. Hold on.
again?
Christy, yeah, the feminine
Yeah, that's
energy,
what she
Christy,
is. Me
it can get
too.
crazy.
Come try me flavor. What? Wait, what did I miss? Hey fellas, she into small things. Who into small things?
You said that earlier. That you're into like you like small things, like you're into small gestures, like small things.
Oh.
But I think he was going with it though.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Christy. Why would you tighten the pickle jar and he had to come to you to get it open?
That's what I was reading. Wait for him to come home and ask him to open. Yeah, it's like, oops. Yeah, I'm
Country
into
gun
that.
guy, what up?
Like, please.
Nah,
As long as you
you know
don't
what it
mind,
is
you know, when
though?
you buy you a gun, buy me one. You know what I'm saying? I love guns.
You know what it is though? It be the little things, right? They go
It's
unnoticed. Hold on,
probably
where's
time to
Sully
give me
at?
a few beers and it's a good time. I know that's right. You hear what Bama Perry said? Cutting the grass. It's peace time. Give me a few beers. I'll get you a whole damn case.
Listen, cause you cut the grass, you got your earbuds in, you got your playlist on, you out there, she look outside, you having the time of your life in that backyard. She might get curious. She might not want you cutting the grass no more. You had too much fun out there.
Shit. Me. I don't know. I can't, this generation is like, you can say stuff about the women, you can say stuff about the men. I feel like IG or social media is making these men weak. They don't know how to do shit. I meet a lot of men. Well, my daddy from down south, so I meet a lot of men that don't know how to do jack shit. So I compromise. Like, if you know how to do some shit, then
But see, this is the difference too. It's the difference of a guy that doesn't know, because like Brandon was saying earlier, he might not have a father in his life, right? And when he's choosing to not try, and it's just, oh,
yeah.
I don't know. Like I was at the gas station one day, right? In Philly, because usually I try and get in Jersey so I don't have to pump it. I get that king treatment. You feel like the king, the princess of Monday. You pass the card, they
Huh?
swipe,
They
they
pump
pump
gas
your
for you
gas.
in Philly?
No, not in Philly, in Jersey. So now, mind
In
you,
Jersey?
yeah, in Jersey they pump your gas. So I'm in Philly. I hop out. It's cool. I throw my hoodie on. I go in the store. Boom, pay for the gas. I come back out to the pump. I see this car pull up. Shorty get out. She pumping the gas. And then so her car is running and I'm like, hey, be careful. You might not want to leave your car running while you pumping your gas because it can set your check engine light off. And she said, oh, okay. So she leaned in the car and turned it off. So all I hear is, yo, it's getting cold. Why you turn the car off? And I'm like, maybe that's her son with a deep voice, because my son got a deep voice. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, nah, the guy was just telling me, like, the check engine light could come on. He was like, yo, he better be a mechanic or something. It's cold out here, babe. Close the door, please. And I'm sitting there pumping my gas, and I said, wait a minute. Buddy is in the car talking about it's cold and your girl's pumping the gas. So, my man, you want to be treated like a bad bitch, huh?
He probably is one.
That's the first thing that I was thinking. Like, what?
He probably get paid too.
I wouldn't be surprised. She earned the right. She doing all that.
I mean, hell, he probably get paid.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much are the female in the relationship. So, look.
But so I have heard. I haven't seen that, but I have heard stories like that. That's like, bro, like you don't like if you're in a relationship, why your girl pumping the gas? That's supposed to be your thing, because if something happens to her, it's gonna be on you for not defending her. To where you should be the one taking on whatever threat that comes your way to protect her and yourself. You know what I mean? Like both of y'all, but mostly to make sure that. You know what I mean?
I agree with that, but at the same time, it has to be that balance. Like, as my woman, if you wrong and you did something wrong, and I'm telling you, yo, babe, chill. Then I'm gonna go talk to Buddy and be like, listen, it's a misunderstanding, my man. Apologize. Have a good night. Now, if
Yep.
he want to make it something after that point, now me and him got a problem. But the problem is when these guys are with these women that are out of control, and if she's not listening to you, she's creating a problem. The point is, men need to lead. And another thing I want to get some
You
tidbits.
said leave or lead?
Lead. Men need to
Oh yeah.
lead. So how can he lead when you trying to pop off with a dude and he right here? How you think that make him look? Just because you want to have this last word or whatever. And I will say this. This is one of the things that's super important for the women. Men, we don't always welcome you into our safe space. But when you get in there
Yeah.
and we might open up and we being told you some shit, and then you get mad 2 months later and they come back up, you will never, never get invited back.
Yep.
Cause
I've
you
experienced that.
broke the trust.
Yeah.
You will never, unless he forgiven. He might forgive you, but if you even come close that second time, he'll be washing his hands of you.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you'll
when
be
you
mad.
cheat.
And this is the thing you
That's when
gotta,
you getting cheated on.
yeah, because look, somebody else that made a safe space, he over there talking about his problems while she rubbing his
Cutting grass
shoulders.
and drinking beer and shit.
Like,
All
yeah.
on the porch in the rocking chair playing Big Daddy.
Mm.
Yeah.
But listen, it's so crazy because it really do be the little things. Like, and that's one of the things. And for the fellas, like,
Sully's stupid.
we can't be Sully, send a request. I was trying to add you. I didn't even see you in here.
Yeah, he on here.
My older daughter drives everywhere while my son-in-law sits his ass in the passenger seat and plays on his phone. Oh hell no! Barry, you need to.
What are your 3 longest relationships? I think 6 years.
I don't see that.
6 years. Probably 6 years. And I think 3 years and 3 years.
6 years.
6 years was the longest. The other ones was like 3 and 3.
You said 6 years 4 times. How many? How many?
No, 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 no. I
How
said
many?
6 years
Oh,
once, but the
Right.
other 2 relationships were about 2 to 3 years.
like how old are you?
Wow, Lil, I am appalled.
No,
But
I
look, that
know,
black
but
don't crack. Get her, your boy is 42.
I know it don't crack, but I'm just saying, if you was in three
Yeah,
6 year relationships,
I'm
that means you've
42.
been booed up all your life.
I'm 42. Yeah, because it's like I had to
I know how
decide.
old you is. You didn't have to say it.
Oh no, I'm just saying,
You was a
I had to
jump.
make a decision. I'm gonna either be in a relationship or I'm gonna be for the streets. But the problem is when the streets
You
get a
be in the
hold of you.
streets. You be in the streets, Byron.
Nah, I'm trying to avoid the streets, but I be looking out the blinds though, like, ooh, scandalous.
What about you, Brandon? You in the streets?
Hell no.
Oh,
Hell
so
no.
it's not about to be a hot.
Huh?
It ain't about to be a hot boy something out here.
It never was.
Listen, I don't know. I was like, see, like it's kind of crazy. Like you sometimes we want to feel good. We might throw on our hoochie daddy shorts. Have a little chest out.
Like back in my younger days, I was. I was in the I was in the
Byron,
times,
what's
but
up with you in the hoochie daddy shorts?
it's summertime.
You just said that 3 times.
It
Oh,
was
so you wear
hot.
hoochie daddy shorts too?
It's hot.
Me?
No, yeah. She was talking to you, Brandon, for that one.
No, I was talking to Brandon.
Oh no. No, I
Well,
wouldn't
we
say.
got Trini the shooter. Look at her.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That
see,
girl, she could shoot wings off a damn fly.
and she's up there running that machine gun too.
Yeah. Machine gun.
Is that me? That look like an
That is
AAC or
you. Train to fight.
oh.
Presenting Byron the instructor.
I ain't know. That looked like a wristband I used to have. I gave it away. I don't have it no more.
Yeah, that's definitely you.
Would you start any old relationship over again? Hell no.
Now,
If it's open, it
it
stays
I
back
did
there.
not see these comments.
yeah, Sully
Like,
said, would you start any old relationship over again? I have. I tried it. And the reason I tried it because that was actually my longest relationship. But at the time, we were young.
Which
So
one?
when we huh?
Which
Oh,
was
the
the
6 year
one?
relationship.
I mean, which one we go like the first 6 years, the second 6 years,
Nah,
the
nah,
third?
nah. So we were together in 6 years. We broke up. We both had various relationships. Then we had another serious relationship after that. We both broke up and were single again. And we were kind of talking to each other throughout the process of becoming single. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then we started dating again. And it was a difference now because now we're older, we're more mature. We got a understanding of expectations in a relationship. For a lot of us, like I say, like guys want to. Sometimes you might have a guy that got his stuff together early, but for the most part, men don't mature as fast as women. So men don't really get it together till we like 35.
yeah,
Sometimes
y'all start at 30.
life can force you to man up based off of loss, death, family, mom being a crackhead, and
Kids,
kids and things like that can definitely
or
force
a good
you
woman.
to level up. A good woman
Yeah.
definitely can sometimes because
Sometimes,
it's a
not
lot
all
of
the
good
time.
women that become a scarred, scorned
Bitter.
demon because she poured her energy into a dude that wasn't meeting that
A
energy and
demon.
willing to grow. And then it happens because what happens is that good girl that went bad, she'll get with a good guy and poison him because she don't trust right now and she didn't give herself time to heal. And then she does him dirty. Now he out in the streets. Now he doing somebody else dirty, and then the cycle just goes on. So one of the things I think going into a relationship, keeping it fresh, is the biggest thing is communication. The foundation of everything should be communication. Y'all should understand. It shouldn't be that, oh, you got an attitude. Well, get the fuck out then. You really want him mad and out in these streets?
I mean, it depends.
Do you really want your man mad and out in these streets? Probably not. And people gotta understand certain things. Like when your man texts you or he asks you, oh babe, I'm going out. Where you going? Why? Because my role is a protector. I can't protect you if I don't know where the fuck you at. I can keep my ears to the streets. I got folks. So if something happened and I know you here, especially in my city right now, I know people. I train people to work in a lot of these establishments. So if I know you gonna be over here, I might be able to shoot the checks out. Oh, you gonna be here? Okay, wifey gonna be in there tonight, man. Make sure she good. If anything go left, hit my phone.
Yeah.
Because how can I protect you if I'm going out with the girls? That ain't no what. If your man
I don't
don't
believe in that. That's some new shit. Because if you in a relationship, why wouldn't you tell your person where you're at?
exactly, yeah, because what if something happens
What
to
you
me?
hiding?
I need you to
What
know
kind of
where to
games is you
come.
playing?
Hell,
I mean, if I'm rocking with somebody, like, yeah, I'm telling.
So I'm gonna tell you another reason why. It's one because the man's ego. That's why.
oh, what you mean when he don't want to say where he going?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Because
I think it's
so
ego. I think it's ego. It's immaturity,
yeah.
Yeah,
and that man is for the streets a little bit still.
yeah. I was about to say that he doing some shit he ain't got no business doing.
Oh, that's true,
But
Sully. Kids should not keep you in a relationship at all. Let me see if I can get Sully on here on his
Yep,
other
that's why.
account.
And a lot of people want to know. Let's put it on out there.
I
Since
will say
when? What?
so
What you
for
about to
what's
say?
about the kids, right?
My boy got the hoodie.
Yo,
He got the hoodie.
what's up, big dog?
What up,
What up,
man?
fellas?
What
What up,
up?
mama?
Hey, did you see I had Trini up here shooting?
Oh yeah, I seen him.
Yeah,
She out there showing off. That's her problem.
she was
You
shooting.
out there showing off this weekend. Y'all ain't see Lou out there this weekend dumping it all. Bow, 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 bow.
Pro 2A,
Making
what up?
making
Let's
on
not talk.
people
Listen,
making
I
it
shoot
on
more
people
than
YouTube
Dracos.
page.
I was shooting other shit.
The crazy
Jack kind
part,
of like. We'll have to talk about the Jack said I was walking them down too much. They asked me to do that.
They did, because the one dude was about to give himself a little. He was about to give himself an eye jammy with a
All right,
with a
look, look.
Draco.
So B, I'm over here in this relationship shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if a girl could take you out, right? I'm gonna say this to all three of y'all, and I want honest response, right? I'm gonna just go ahead and fuck the game up real quick. So if a girl could take you out on a date, right, and you gave her 3 dates to take you on, name 3 of them right now.
Like places?
No dates. There's no. See, that's the problem. You pick these places, right? I want to go to Applebee's. I want to go to TGI Fridays. We talking about general fucking places. Like, hey,
Oh no.
take me over. Take me over to the park. Take me over to the park. I want to walk by the lake. Take me over to DC. Let's go walk and see the White House. All right, take me to go see the DC Monument. I ain't never seen a DC Monument. Let's go see the DC Monument. I'm in your area. The problem is you kick out all this money and you go broke over a female or a man. That's the whole problem.
Now,
B,
what
what
Sully
would you
just
like
said
to
was
do?
dope. And let me piggyback off of that because
Do it.
it's not even just the fact of spending the money, but you know how y'all could go to a museum and there's so many things that y'all could learn collectively that gives
That's what I'm
you
saying.
something to
First of
talk
all,
about later.
hey Lou, you'd have been on the phone with multiple men. Some of them motherfuckers ain't got it.
What, the
I'm
money?
telling you. Hey, when you talk to these motherfucking men, right?
Yeah.
My man just paid his light bill. He just paid his water bill. He just paid his gas bill. The motherfucker just paid his the HOA. He just paid his rent. The motherfucker just gave $200 to his mother for his birthday, and he got 4 kids he don't want to tell you about, and he on child support. That's $1,300. So what you want to do now? Now I'm looking at Lou like big 726 Lou. I'm trying to holler, and I ain't got $5 to get down the fucking street.
But it's cool. You
Wow.
know what you do? You go to a
You know
dollar
what I'm saying?
store.
But
You
y'all like, shit, I'm trying to go to Outback Steak. Fuck Outback Steakhouse. I'm trying to go get a motherfucking hot dog, a glizzy, and we gonna share that motherfucker. I'm gonna get half, you gonna get half. We're gonna see if we gonna work this shit out.
No.
You
But
gotta have a dope ass conversation with me before we spend any fucking thing.
listen,
Hey,
I'm with
I'm be
that.
honest
you know
with
I
you.
got the shit.
I'm with
I'm be
that.
honest with you. I'm be honest with you.
We gonna share a
Lately,
motherfucking ice cream cup, 1 scoop.
I'll be honest.
Fuck that.
Them be the best dates.
Yeah,
Them be the best
because
dates.
They do
The
be.
dates that look, the best date I've ever been on. Let me not say this on live, cause then this shit gonna come back to haunt me, cause I'm single. So somebody gonna be like, "Yeah, you said." But no. It's when you put thought into it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Sully. Like, okay, so I'm a nurse. I'll bust down the shift and make some money.
Yeah.
So the dudes that date me lately, they don't have no money.
I'm trying to tell you, like,
But see, check this out.
hey,
So, Lou,
That's
are
how
they
you
even
get some dates.
creative though?
listen, if you're dating a man, I'm gonna tell you right now, this real shit. Don't take the shit offense, right? Because there's 3 fellas on here. 3
Yeah, don't
over
gang up
the
on
age of
me.
35. Every man over the age of 35 got a fucking kid. So if you don't have a kid by now, you already have a fucking problem. Because you're going into a relationship saying, damn, I want a man with no kids. Well, bitch, you should have got that shit together back then. You ain't got no life plans for a relationship. You're not getting fucking married because he ain't got married and he got 4 fucking kids by somebody else. All 4, and they all 4 different baby mothers. Make that shit make sense.
He been outside.
Yeah, and Byron, we know half of them.
That's
I mean,
You know what? I've dated a guy who didn't have kids. I've dated 2 guys who didn't have kids, and they were selfish as fuck.
After 35.
They were
Yo,
yeah,
Bama
35,
Perry said I'm
turning
35
40,
with no
no
kids.
child, no churn, and I understood exactly why his dad didn't have
You
any
see what I'm
kids.
saying? And look. So if he going in a relationship, right? He 35. He like, man, I got my shit together. I just bought a house, right? I'm riding around in a Corvette. I got pockets, fat as shit. So women usually have kids between 18 and fucking 25. They got their first kid. This shit is documented. Between 18 and 25, they got their first kid. So, dude, him at 35, he over here balling. I'm going to fucking Dubai. I'm going to Cozumel. I'm going to fucking Amsterdam. I'm flying with my boys. We jumping on flights. Do I really want to settle down with a girl that got 4 kids? Nope.
No.
You gotta make that shit make sense.
Yeah.
And now I'm on a date with you, and the first thing I come out your mouth and say, guess what? You know, I got 4 kids. My baby daddy ain't no fucking good. I'm gonna get the fuck up and walk off. 'Cause I didn't come on a date.
Well, you know what? Before you even
I
went
ain't
on the
coming
date,
on
that's
this
something that you
motherfucker.
should have talked about. That's
Yes,
something
that's
that you
and
discussed
that's
when
the
you
key.
first.
That's the key problems with relationships.
Like
It's
a
the
lot of
communication. It went way past. Y'all didn't even want to have the conversation on the phone to sit there like y'all about to go to school tomorrow and write in each other's notebooks. You wanted me to take your ass to Roof Chris, and now my pockets is broke as fuck, and I'm in your
Right.
house with 4 kids looking at YouTube. Like what the fuck? I ain't trying to play
Looking at
Roblox
this
with
guy.
motherfuckers on the couch.
You said that. Oh,
like I'm 35.
is that the hoochie? That's the hoochie daddy video.
I'm 35.
Looking at these hoochie daddy shorts.
Yeah, you see me? Look, and Byron, you know this shit. My brother down there.
Damn, them your STX. What is going on? Silly. What the fuck? Yo,
Hey, Byron.
yo,
Byron.
oh, that's, who is that? Byron, what the fuck is going on?
boy, you need some sun in them legs. You need some sun.
Byron.
Oh my God.
Boy, I thought them was Sully legs.
I got white
Oh, my
legs
God.
too.
Shit.
Y'all, this a 95 inch.
How y'all
Yo.
let hair color but Byron darker than you?
Shit crazy.
Byron, bro.
Shorts.
But Byron, you see how we be jumping on flights, bro.
Facts.
And if you got a girl, that shit can't happen. You see what I'm saying?
I think it can with balance
It
though.
can.
It can. It
No,
gotta have
right.
balance. Like think about this. Every time we
You
come
got-
back from a trip, we got a date night.
Yeah, but you gotta introduce your girl to the lifestyle at least once.
Oh,
You
facts.
see,
Facts.
Cal took his wife and said, "Listen, baby, I'm going here. I'm going here. I'm going here." The problem with women, they always think you traveling with a guy to fuck something. That's the problem.
Facts.
So if you introduce
Trust
that
is
lifestyle,
major.
like, hey,
Why would you think
if
that
you wanna
unless
be in my
somebody gave you
lifestyle,
a
be in
reason
my
to
lifestyle.
think that?
Go ahead.
A lot of women do.
Now, so you say that, but women do the same thing when they were taking these damn Miami trips.
That's the problem. But listen, if you don't introduce the man to your lifestyle, your relationship ain't gonna work anyways.
Yeah,
And that's the problem.
Let me be great with my shorts.
You want her to have a life partner, right? But you don't want that life partner to gain access to your life.
Yeah, that's some weird shit.
And how the fuck you listen? You gotta jump on these trips with your wife because that's your other half.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to jump on in the streets with your man, I mean, then you tell me what y'all doing in the closet behind closed doors. Because I'm gonna introduce my woman to my lifestyle to say, hey, you want to shoot? I'm gonna teach you to shoot.
Yep.
Blue got a man. If Blue got a man, she be like, hey, I got some brothers. They gonna teach you how to shoot. And if your ass don't know how to shoot,
Yep.
you stop that shit. He gonna put a gun in your hand. These
What's
my
up,
brothers.
Jack?
Yeah, you can't be with me if
I mean, you got men. We got men making millions of dollars out this motherfucker sewing. Are we lying, Byron?
Nah.
If you want to sew, motherfucker, we take you to a sewing class. I don't mind.
Right.
You gotta know, you a man at the end of the day.
Yep.
Oh, nah, that's pussy shit. That's pussy shit. I ain't going in there sewing a pillow. Motherfucker, what you sleep on every night?
Right.
Sewn
I know
pillows.
straight dudes that do
Listen.
nails and lashes and getting that money.
Listen. He up here sewing, getting a big bag.
Big bag.
Big bag.
That motherfucker is selling.
I've never seen that.
Racks.
I never seen that. I do.
Half of the designer that we wear, Gucci, Louis, them all men.
No, Lou. We got a designer that we gonna go meet in Atlanta, and he got half the people that you see.
I love designer.
Yep, and the people that you watch on the red carpet, he the one behind the scenes making sure that doing right.
That's the one
about
with
to go
the
see in
money.
Atlanta. I'm telling you, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lifestyle you pick, man.
I would love some threads.
It's all about work, man.
But
you got to put
I
work
want
in.
to say this too. Stop bashing the women with kids. Like, bro, I got kids.
No. Check this out. No.
It's not
No. I'm just saying. No, I'm not talking about you have. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm glad you just said that, Lou.
Bros, but I'm gonna be for real because a lot of people say, "Oh, you
gamble.
have kids. You It's a reason why that man left you. First of all, nobody left me.
Nah.
Shit, I took my kids and I left.
No. Talk heavy, Lou.
No. A lot of men. I'm gonna be for real with you. What in my 2 relationships, let me tell you what I've experienced. The person, like you said, Byron, when I met you, was not the person
Mm-hmm.
2 years later. And in
'Cause
relationships, you gotta evolve and grow with that person.
no, you
But
do.
some
Yep.
motherfuckers, especially men like me, a lot of dudes be like, well, I'm gonna try to change and form myself because this girl got a billion things going for herself, right? I'm gonna try to form and I'm gonna try to hide this. I'm gonna try to do this. And you hid this shit for almost 2 years. You feel me?
Catfish.
So yeah, so it's like, oh, so it comes out to be the woman's fault. Like the woman gets blamed when she has kids and she's left to deal with the kids.
You know what?
You
Yeah.
feel
I'm
me?
not gonna say that because, in my opinion, I don't care. You don't have no excuse. I don't care what she did. You should be a father. You made the baby. You raised the baby. Period. It ain't no fucking
But
excuses.
me,
And I
at,
didn't
at the
been
end
and
of
I
the day,
didn't been through the ringer. And I only got one. I didn't been through the ringer, so I understand. It could be a lot. But
no,
the only way I was gonna be out of my kid life is if I'm off this earth.
But you different. You a different breed, bro. You like me. At the end of the day, we
Yeah.
show up to football games and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some fathers
Yeah.
gain access to other brothers that's doing things that they did not do in the beginning. So when they meet a good woman, they still chasing the high of the
Mm-hmm.
teenage age. Damn, we about to go to the club, or we about to go smoke some weed, or we about to go to this, or we about to go to that. When you
Mm-hmm.
still chasing Playboy toys, you gonna stay in that environment. You don't give a fuck. They still got girls over there. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that you got a good thing until it's gone, and then they come back. But then your girl
Yeah.
already dating somebody else,
Yep.
Yeah.
and now y'all arguing. So it's not that you got kids. You need a man that's mature enough to take care of you and them kids.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Right.
And this is
beginning, hold on, B. At the beginning of a conversation, right? You have to pour yourself out in a relationship like you doing a fucking interview for a job. That's the problem. But when you going out here saying, I want you to treat me like a bad bitch and take me to the movies and buy me 3 apple martinis and fuck me at the end of the night, that's the problem. You want to get on the phone and talk to this motherfucker like you pouring out your heart. That's what you need to do. What's your grandmother like? Before we go on a date, take me to go see your grandmother. I want to know how you was raised as a fucking kid. Show me your
Right.
4 hours.
Right.
Make
Right.
sure you all right. Is your mother still around? You good?
it's funny you say this, say that, but but we never thought about asking those questions.
That's the
facts.
problem. Byron, with me and you on the phone, bro. Where am I at?
Work and in the crib or at
And then I'm
grandma's
at
house
grandma's house. I'm at
At
my
grandma's
grandmother's
house.
house. I'm
or
at my
Right.
mother's
mommy's.
house. I'm at sport games. Bro, you gotta think about it. People that make real money, they're not in the streets chasing nothing else.
Because we got
At
real
all.
stuff going on.
Yeah, so if you got a real
Got
woman,
shit to lose.
bro,
That part.
you working, you got in-house pussy, you gotta eat, and then your ass going to go chase the bag again. And you chasing the bag to
Facts.
enjoy your life when you got vacation time.
Hold up. We
All that
got
dumbass shit, me and Byron and the fucking, oh, we on the phone. Hey, B, where we going next? Where we going next? Bro, we chasing this bag to go to Atlanta. We chasing this bag to go to Florida. We chasing this
facts.
bag to go to Texas. Bro, if you in the streets, that's where you want to be. You ain't gonna find no good women anyway.
Right.
Nah.
And you dropped the PT Cruiser from 1996, and that motherfucking Cadillac Converter's gone. So you're gonna be on the bus next week. And guess what?
How
I'm gonna be
many
riding with.
catalytic converters does
The
the
crazy
PT
part,
Cruiser have?
and somebody like me, right, is gonna be riding with your 4 kids and your wife in a Suburban, looking good as shit. We gonna have TVs in the back seat. Hey,
And
go
don't
ahead
be
and make
trying to
this
pop
spot a
up.
little, man.
This you
And
know
then
what
men
kills
cry
me?
about that shit. They want to fight you over that shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that because this is the thing. How come? And I can never understand this because I ain't never been a deadbeat pop, right?
I would
But
hope not.
how you got a problem with a dude raising your kids? You ain't care.
That's the problem, bro. Because you showing him something.
It's not
he
about the
never did.
kids.
Yeah,
It's not
so
about the kids. It's about that woman
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
because
moving on with her life. You know what I'm saying? That's jealousy.
It's control.
Everybody,
Because you didn't
Byron,
step up for your
everybody
own
in the world
kid.
want to be a superhero, bro. When you was a kid, you was like, I want to be Batman. That was a superhero. When a superhero taking care of your kids and your ass is the bum on the street asking for change, that's the problem in life. Because
Facts.
I'm your child superhero now, and men don't like that shit.
at all.
Yeah.
No, because how the fuck you my son's superhero? Yeah, motherfuckers, you was never dead. That's
Right.
the problem. Yeah, because it's so a lot of people get killed because of that, or like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people because of that. Because again, it's all about the ego. They want the kid to have one dad that they can go to, even though that they're right. Though you attract the company you keep. It's shit real. So so they don't want to have another person raising a kid to make it seem like their dad isn't in their life, but somebody stepped up and be that father figure for that child. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. So it's a lot of ego being pushed, and a lot of men can't control their emotions because if you can make the kid, why can't you take care of the kid? If you don't want a kid, you should have had protected sex if you didn't want to have a kid.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody
Exactly.
want to have fun at the end of the day. That's what they say. Everybody want to have fun at the end of the day. I know. Just not know.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But and that's the thing. But like you said, you gotta look at, and it's another thing too. Even for the opposite sex, if you're dating a girl and you see that her friends, or you see that her friends is on some hoe shit, maybe she not right now. But if she stay in that circle, what you think is gonna happen? That's like,
She's gonna be involved in that circle. But
Yeah,
that's what they
because
say though.
bitches be miserable, and when they be single, they want everybody to be single with them. Come on, girl, let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? All that.
be
Let me tell
encouraging
you.
you to ruin your good relationship
Right.
because she
Let me
mad
tell
because
you.
you happy and she single.
Yeah, that shit be like that, bro.
My best
Feel
friend
like that.
only got one best friend, and she's been my best friend since I was 6 and she was like 5. She's married. Like when I come around her, I don't be on no, oh, let's do this, or trying to get her to do some shit like that. She ain't even that type of woman. And every woman that I'm cool with, like, I don't just kick it with a whole bunch of females. All the females I kick it with, we all too busy trying to get some money.
That shit
You know
is
what I'm saying?
real.
Nurses, doctors, business women, we trying to rub elbows. We rub elbows. We go spend some money, vacation, and then it's boom, girl, I'll see you next time. Me and my homegirls, we don't see each other all the time like that because we got shit to do.
So the whole saying, like you got a lot of crabs in a bucket, and one crab is trying to get up, but the one crab pulls him back in, type of thing. It's basically just a repeating cycle, and it's sad because it's always the black demographic that always gets put in that type of scenario. Yeah, that shit is real. You got a group of female lions, right? How can you tell which one the bad bitch and which one is the good one? Exactly. All the motherfuckers gonna bite you if you try to touch one.
Yeah, but it's the one that's.
I'm over there like, hey, come here, Lou. Come here, Lou. Shit, you got Trini over here. I'm gonna bite your ass. You got fucking True Blue. I'm gonna bite your ass. I'm like, what the fuck? I just want to talk to her because she seemed like she the nice one. But now, you know why? All of them want to bite your ass. It's crazy. Yeah, because they're mad because they're not getting the attention that they thought they're gonna get. But their friend is getting most of the attention, so they get salty about it. So you never heard the saying that the fridge is representing the snacks or whatever type of saying and shit. They're like their friends is protecting her because they're not getting no play from men that they thought they were gonna get it from.
Yep. And think about this. And I think as guys, we've seen it.
Still do that. Grown ass women do that.
Yes.
Like our age.
Yes.
Oh.
And see, look, it'll be crazy. Like I've had situations where you might be out, you might go to say something to a girl. Her friend's like, "Oh, how can I help you?" Oh no, I'm just going to talk to her about what.
And the crazy part, if you say, bitch, I wasn't talking to you, then you done escalate. Oh man, something going on tonight. Y'all about to get the wrecking, and the friend might smack your ass. I wasn't even talking to her from the beginning.
Yeah, and it'd be crazy.
I was just trying to have a good conversation.
And you know what it'll be? And see, a lot of times,
the friend always be the ugly fat one. No offense.
She is.
no, but you know what that be? Because they love the cute friend and they protect the cute friend because the cute friend is for them to feel that helps them feel like a bad bitch. When the guy come up and be like, well, like how you gonna come over here and you just gonna get her a drink? You see all of us sitting here.
You're not gonna get me one. Hell no.
So the dynamic shifts.
Also, let me say this, right? So
y'all know the club banger ATL era, right? Like when all the
Mm-hmm.
heavy hitters songs was bopping, right? So I don't know how the clubs are in in y'all's area and whatnot, but for here in Florida, it's mostly like we all know everybody, right? So it's the like how Lou said, like it's always the big chick, all the technics always trying to cock block the pretty ones because nobody wants to talk to the big girl because whatever reason because they find their friend more attractive. So it just depends on what the person likes. But I mean, unless the guy has a homie that can take him for the team, they,
See, and that
the
that's the
homie,
problem.
the homie can do the ISO, separate, run the play, while his main homie is talking to the main chick.
So watch this part right there. Slow down, slow down, slow down. So I'm the homie that take the shit for the team, right? So
Okay.
now I go ahead and knock this big ass girl up. You think I should stay with her?
Hell no.
So now you got a single mother. We back at square one. Now we got a single mother. One kid.
Knock her up.
Oh, you said knock her
You
up.
shot the club up on the first night is a bad.
You know what I'm saying?
You are a
Now you got a
menace.
single mother.
You must have been drunk as hell. You must have been drunk as hell. Shoot the club up on the first night.
What if you shot the club up? And
He
she
said we
big,
call them
but she
grenades.
treats you good, and she gon'
But the problem is, okay, Lou, watch this. And the problem is, you got people like Byron. I'm not saying Byron gonna do this shit. So I had a good night, right? I'm taking one for the team. Now I got Respucia on me and shit. Ooh.
Not Respucia.
Now I got pregnant.
He's stupid.
Now she pregnant, right? 9 months. God damn, I'm trying to hide this shit. Byron like, damn, bro, you got a big bitch pregnant? Then you got red wine. Damn, bro, you fucked that big bitch. My mind is going crazy that I'm dating a big girl. So now I'm traumatized and I'm trying to get out of this situation. So now I relate back to shit. We're going back to the club, and then you got to take one for me because I know I gotta cheat. I gotta cheat because I don't want to be with this big shit no more. Like she might be comfortable at night, but when I go out with these motherfuckers, they telling me she big. It's bro. I'm feeding her and shit, and I know like she eating off my food. I'm used to this shit.
How are you
But I
friends
took one
with
for
the
the
dude,
team.
man?
You know what I'm saying?
That's my brother, man. I love
But
this
look, at the end of
dude,
the day,
man.
like now she a single mother. She's working on her second relationship. She about to go back to the club with Lou, and then boom, somebody else hit her, knock her ass up. Somebody else hit her, knock her ass up.
And she just
And then
looking for
all
love
the
in all
friends
the
will
wrong
be like,
places.
"This a big shorty." Nah, bro.
Not a big shorty.
We
This,
all seen Precious. We all seen
oh my
Precious.
god.
We
Yo,
all
listen.
seen
This,
Precious.
I'm gonna give y'all a real true story moment, right? And this is so funny. Me and my brother was talking.
Yeah.
I'm 5'11" for those that don't know. This girl had to be every bit of like 6'2", and she
What's
was
wrong with
probably,
6'2"?
and she is probably like, she is like 6'2" and weighed probably like 450.
Damn.
Me and my brother Walt, we over here, we just jigging, got our little drinks on, we done. We put them on the table. So the way the wall was, it had these little curves.
See,
And
look.
I look at my phone, right? I put my phone away, and
Byron
everything,
said her
it got a
ass was
little
flat.
bit dark. I said, what the fuck is going on? I go to look
So her
up, this
shadow
big
cast
girl threw it back.
her shadow cast over you.
Yes.
Oh,
And
you
this big girl threw it back. My brother was laughing because he said he went from seeing me standing there like on my little two-step aisle. He said all he seen was this big girl dancing, and he seen my hand holding on to the wall like this.
bro.
She
I'll
smothered
tell
you.
you.
She smothered you.
But
Byron, she got pregnant?
hell no.
But look, hold on, Byron. If she did get
I'd
pregnant,
have called the cops because she
you know what I'm
definitely
saying?
would have had to take it.
Now Lou, from the two conversations you heard, right? One, two, you just saw two grown ass men said they was in a relationship with a big girl. They leaving.
No, 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 no. I didn't say that. I said this girl, it was a funny story because she pinned me into the wall. She forced
Byron,
the dance on me.
if she called you and say I'm pregnant, are you bringing her around the team?
No, I'm not bringing, no.
God damn, bro. She
Because
said,
if she
"Bro,
got
So you're
pregnant,
not gonna bring her around the
if
but
she
what
got
about the baby?
if she got pregnant from some dry humping, that'd be wild. Oh, this is the thing. I don't even care. I'm always gonna be there for my kid.
Regardless, like I'll be there for the
So,
kid.
bruh, I
Little
told you,
Debbie turned into Big Deborah.
I told
Yo.
you. Look, so Byron decided to pull the jeans to the side, do his dry rubbing, and a little pre thing came in there. She said, Byron, you know I suppressing it. Look, Byron, hell nah, baby. You gonna have to go and push that shit to the side. But you can drive the baby off at my house, but you can't come around the team.
And listen,
Not come around
y'all
the team.
listen. Hold on, listen. That's when you call me. Lucy Jones, I'm a nurse. I have a company called Sabor. If you would like to know if you are the father, hit me up. Inbox me. We can work this out. I do mobile DNA testing, forensic testing. I can also do avuncular. I can also do testing to see if your spouse is cheating.
Lucy just got sexy. I don't even know what avuncular mean, but I like them educated girls
What does
now.
that word even mean?
Right?
Yeah, okay, avuncular is when, like, let's say you have a deceased parent and you have a child and you want to know, if the child is related by uncle or auntie. It's an uncle or auntie paternity.
So I'm gonna say this. So this just popped in my head. Sully, Bar, y'all gonna laugh at this shit.
Yeah.
Y'all heard this? Y'all ever heard this saying talking about? It was a rhyme I was talking about just now. Talking so nobody knows what it means. Of course, nobody knows what it means. It's evocular. Gets the people going.
Oh shit.
No,
I'm
he
sorry.
didn't say avuncular.
I'm
That
sorry.
came from Step Brothers, and that's
Yes,
my favorite movie.
I know. I switched it. I switched the words.
Oh,
I was trying to
okay.
be funny.
Oh, okay. I'm
I was
sorry.
trying to be funny.
I
Listen.
knew Lou was gonna go medical. She was gonna go nurse with it. Like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
hold on.
hey, what y'all don't know is I'm really, really smart.
Oh no, she really is.
Look.
I'm a little
So
nerd.
Lady Witt said, Lady Witt, right? She said, why even take one for the team if you feel that way?
No, listen. Now,
They
Wit,
was
check this
drunk.
out. Wit, check this out. I didn't took one for the team, and this motherfucker was mad. My man was upstairs going to town, and we sitting here watching TV. Like,
But you
why
ain't
you sitting all? Why
no.
you sitting all the way over there? Cause
Take one for the team, Byron, mean you going to third base.
oh, I ain't never take third base.
You checking the thermostat.
That's what
Yeah.
thermometers is for.
That's what I said. You see that motherfucker rise, it's going in. Yeah, right. She talking about that thermostat. That motherfucker about to bust.
We took one for the team because we got to be the wingman. All right,
Look.
like you never seen Top Gun?
Before?
You never seen Top Gun where Maverick and Iceman was wingman was primary wingman and Iceman was the wingman?
You want to say it again, Lou?
Brandon,
Yes,
you took one for the team before?
I have.
Did you go all the way, or did you just catfish and then get to
Bases
the
is
crib and you
loaded.
just?
You was bases is loaded.
No,
Did
bitch.
you hit
Coming
it for
from
a home run?
the home run.
No, it was a foul ball. What I mean by foul ball
over the
is
fence?
not over the fence. Let's just say that it pecked somebody in the face.
Oh.
What? Hold on, talking about you got it.
Sully is all.
So fuck.
Yeah. So it was a foul ball. It was back in my heyday. Uh, Took him for the team. She was okay. She wasn't no damn Respucia. She wasn't like that.
They say you got hit.
Huh? No, I got no head. What? No, I wasn't got no head.
Hey, she ain't a lady if she ain't 280. She can't get in if she ain't 310.
Oh, look. Gunko said he took one for the team. You probably got 3 kids out here, bro. You better get with Luke.
Oh.
I got you.
But no,
my company, my lab, get your results back in 2 days. I promise.
And if she can't do it, call 7 on your side, and she gonna help Luke.
Nah. I don't need nobody to help me do nothing. I'm a one woman show.
She said she got this.
You heard her.
I got this. I've been doing this for a
But
long
Sully,
time.
but I haven't. It didn't get that far, bro. It did the same thing as you did. Sitting like Bob Byron time, I sit on the couch watching TV, bro.
That's it.
Brandon, I got a
That was it.
question. I got a
Yes,
question. Because you
yes.
seem like you live life on the safe side. What's the craziest shit you ever done?
Huh?
With a woman.
Damn.
With a woman.
Damn. I
Wait a
mean,
minute, hold on. I better be with a woman. Let's br- let's. Br-
I'm out of
No,
time.
I was
I
about to
mean,
say live was about to go
Byron,
left tonight.
no,
not in
Brandon.
the closet.
Byron, he could have said, "Oh, I jumped out of plane." That's not what I'm talking about.
They talking about car, movie theaters, hospital,
So you talking about fucking? Okay. I mean,
picnic table.
This dude is wild.
No. I mean, just your typical.
I don't see none of this.
Yeah, like I stopped. Like my comment stopped at the
Mine stopped at
Perry.
Sully Facts, and we can make
He
our day
said
cutting the grass.
he said I'm 38 and oh I had the strongest pullout game on earth. Gunko Land is wild.
Damn.
And Integrity said we never do anything by ourselves. Life about people.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Trying to tell you, it's
Gunco?
facts though. It's
Wait.
kind of facts because you lived through somebody else, bro.
Gunko Land said he 38 and no. His pullout he got the best pullout game on earth.
Condos are kind of pull out, bro.
And if so, bro, you out here running, you a little thotty body, huh? You out here, you had to pull out that much.
Damn.
Yo, I wish Jack wasn't at work so he can get on here because
Oh boy.
Jack Wild, bro.
It's
Jack would have had something.
Yo, Brandon, so what's the wildest thing you did with a lady?
nothing really. I mean, I wasn't really like that growing up. Like wild, I guess you can say.
Well, you wasn't wild when you was grown? You didn't never
No,
have no wild things?
no, because I was more of the secluded type. I wasn't really out there like that. Like I stayed to myself.
He said a
Like
trucker.
like I was a like so
Back
I
up
was
in the
just
low.
like I was just that quiet kid basically. Like
So
I
you was
just
quiet.
yeah I was that quiet kid. So
What's
I
your
just
sign?
Sag.
You're Sagittarius?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just stayed to myself. I was a quiet kid. I mean, I had friends like I would go out or whatever, but I wasn't like how everybody else was.
Yeah. Ain't nothing
Like
wrong with
always,
that.
like
So
Ain't
always
nothing
getting
wrong with
responsible.
it.
you didn't want no STDs. That's what you're saying. It's all
That
right.
That's
part.
right. Or no
That's what it
germ or
was.
big Rasputia.
Listen,
That's all
I mean,
good.
it wasn't
I
no
got
best
shit.
big Rasputia. My mom traumatized me. She sat me down and showed me some stuff to this day as a grown man. I still remember what this man Peter Wood looked like. I don't know what that disease was, but that was
Blue waffle.
that was that
It
was
was
that was from the
herpes.
devil. That
Some
was from the
motherfuckers got
devil
genital
himself.
warts.
Or genital warts or blue
Nah,
waffle.
I don't know, bro. This don't look like his shit was. This don't look like his skin might have rotted or something. This like his shit might have just dropped off in the toilet.
Damn, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. They out there just checking people's temperatures and shit. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
Why? I
check
mean,
that
why do you think?
temperature. Come back with something you ain't leave with.
Motherfucker, Sahara Desert out there, motherfucker. Your shit all chapped up. Damn.
Ew.
Let me ask y'all, I got a good question. So I know some of us as women, when we get to a certain age, we be ready to settle down. Like,
Uh-huh.
do y'all feel like when men get to a certain age, I know some men, they just like being single. I mean, some women like being single, but more so men than women. But do y'all, like, when y'all turn 30, do y'all be like, okay, I done fucked enough bitches, like, I'm ready to get married?
So
The problem with that is it's not it's too many women in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because like Byron knows some places you could jump on a plane and always go back to reality where a woman like, damn, I don't know if I could go to Puerto Rico and find a man that's gonna really
So
do what I have to do. You see what I'm saying?
so
Damn,
here's the
Byron,
difference.
you said
So
you
here's
got
the
your own
difference.
personal plane where you go to and you do what?
I don't have no personal plane.
I
If I had a
said,
personal plane, mindset Monday would be
I said,
different location every week.
hey, Look. So what I'm saying is, right?
No, I know that was a joke. I'm just saying.
Nah.
Like, damn, Byron.
Nah,
So
you.
I'll say this. So I'll say this, right? So for men, yes, some men still want to be thoughts when they get older. Some men still want to
That's
get some more.
100%.
But it's a
That's
commitment
100%.
issue. It's a
That's
commitment
100%
issue. They're running from pain.
worth it.
Yeah. So yeah, like Byron said, they're running from pain. Some still want to get some more dip on the chip and whatnot. Fucking
Dip on the old chip.
so men don't some men don't want to be held down. Some men want to keep they want to screw everything that walks.
But
right?
women also looking for a man to support them too. So that's the bad part too. So if you're doing over support and you don't feel like that woman is cherishing you while you doing this overly support shit, then what? You like, I'm kicking out all this and she don't even want to cook shit.
Oh
I'm out here
no, this is
hustling
when you
3 or
gotta
4
cut it
jobs.
off, bro.
Because I feel like now, like some women like that are older, like in our age bracket, like in our 30s or whatever, they got that clock going now. Like crap, like when am I gonna get married, or what am I like? Who am I